In this video, I will show you how to make a faceless YouTube channel completely with AI to get monetized and start making money right away. I am the Hustler Baby, and welcome to my channel where I talk about how to make money, personal development, marketing, and so much more. But remember, it all starts with the hustle. Now, here are all the steps to make a faceless channel using only AI tools. Step 1, use ChatGPT to identify the niche you want to make. Alright, now that we're in ChatGPT, we're simply going to ask it to give us a list of niches that we can use for our faceless channel.
Give me a list of niches that I can use for a faceless YouTube channel.
And as you can see, ChatGPT is now generating all different type of niches that we can use for our faceless YouTube channel. Now, looking at these, I don't know how I feel about them. Keep in mind, you do want to pick the niche that you like. And if you already have experience with a certain niche, that will be even better for you. For example, the fourth niche is travel vlogs. So if you're a person that travels a lot, obviously you would pick the travel niche because you will have some experience in the travel niche. For me, the ones that I like are the book summaries and reviews, motivational speeches and personal development, and productivity. Now, out of these three, I think I'm going to pick book summaries and reviews because I feel like it'll be easier for ChatGPT to start summarizing books, articles, and reviews. So we're going to go with that one. So we're going to highlight book summaries and reviews. Gonna copy it. Now we're gonna ask ChatGPT to identify some video topics that we can use for this niche. And as you can see, ChatGPT is generating a huge amount of video ideas that we can use for our faceless YouTube channel. And I gotta say, man, these are some really nice video ideas. So we're just gonna pick any random one because they all look pretty good. Now I really like number 11 because with this you can actually make a YouTube series where you review chapter by chapter whatever book you pick. So we asked ChatGPT about the different books that we can use, and now it's listing a good amount of books that we can use for the videos. But I'm actually going to do something a little bit different here. So the list of books that it gave me are a lot of entertaining books, but what we can do is even narrow it down further and do some financial and self-help books. And as we know, ChatGPT already listed personal development and finance as one of the niches. So right now we're combining all three into one. This makes our niche specific, yet still we can generate a lot of videos and a lot of content with this specific niche. So we're going to tell ChatGPT to narrow it down into specifically financial and self-help books. Okay, now we're just going to click generate and see what ChatGPT gives us. So ChatGPT has actually narrowed it down into two separate groups, one for financial books and one for self-help books. So I'm just going to choose one, and I actually like number 7, the subtle art of not giving up. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get demonetized. So now I simply ask ChatGPT to give me video ideas that I could make for this specific book. So what I'm doing here is consistently niching down. Obviously, you don't want to get too specific. You still want to be able to have broad topics, but you still want to retain a certain audience. So depending on the niche you chose, you want to narrow it down a little bit or as much as you can while still being able to have broad and different type of content that you can make. So now we're going to ask ChatGPT to generate video ideas that I can make for this book. And as you can see, ChatGPT gave us a broad list of video ideas that we can make for this specific book. So now that we niche down enough, we're now going to ask ChatGPT to give us a name. And honestly, I don't really like these names. They're kind of corny and generic. So we're just going to ask it to give us more, or we could simply regenerate response. And for this one, I actually like number 3, life lessons library. So 3 L's. So we're going to choose that name. So now that you have your name, what you need to do is create a Google account. I'm going to skip this step because I personally have so many brands, so I can't create any more Google accounts right now. But if you're just starting out, you already know, create a Google account. And I will say the name you choose might be taken, so just add some numbers behind it, or add the or Mr. or official in front of it, but it should correspond with the name. I say make it correspond so you can remember, but truth be told, you can make any old email address or use an old one that you have, because regardless of the name, you can still change the name on YouTube. So now what we're going to do is use Canva to create a logo for our channel, and I will link Canva down in the description. Remember, Canva is free to use. They do have a lot of pro features, but we won't be going over those in this video. Everything in this video will be free tools that you can use. Alright, so now that you've created your Canva account, what you want to do is create a design. Then where it says create new, you just type in logo. Alright, so now that you're at your blank page, you want to go on apps, scroll down a little bit until you see this. This is Canva's text to image app. You want to click on it, and then use. So what this does is allows you to generate images using only text. So for our specific niche, life lessons library, we would type in some keywords such as reading in a library. And now we wait while Canva generates our images. And as y'all can see, Canva kind of generated some really realistic images, but if you don't like that kind of style, what you can do is hover down to styles, click see all, and you have a wide variety of styles to choose from. For our brand specifically, it really doesn't matter, but I'm gonna just go with dreamy. And then you'll click create again. Okay, so after a few tries, I finally see one that I really like, and I like this elephant one right here. So now that you've chose the image you like, I want you to click on elements and search for circle frame. There we go. And you're simply gonna double click the first one. Now that you've done that, you click on the regular image you were planning to use, and then you kind of hover it over. And now from here, you have your logo. And the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just resize it to make it big. So there we go. And from there, all you do is click share, download. And ideally you do want to save it as a transparent background, but for this you don't need to, because obviously when you're uploading this as your profile picture, you can simply crop it. Also, I should add that you should save the name of your work, but if you know where you're saving it, it honestly doesn't really matter. But I do recommend saving the name. So in this case, I'll name it library. Excuse the typo. There we go. Life Lessons Library. So now that you have your niche, name, logo, and video ideas, you're going to go back into ChatGPT and ask it to write you a script for the video. So in the previous step, the book that we chose was The Subtle Art of Not Giving the F, and we also got a list of video ideas that we can choose from. But I'm actually not going to use the video ideas that ChatGPT gave me. What I'm going to do is ask ChatGPT to write me a script titled The Top 10 Takeaways That I Can Get From the Said Book. And as you can see here, I'm simply going to ask ChatGPT to generate me a script titled The Top 10 Takeaways That I Can Get From This Book. We're going to click generate. And as you can see, ChatGPT is generating us a whole video script that we can use. What ChatGPT did was it kind of fully directed the video, but we only need the text for this one. So what I'm going to do is scroll back up, and I'm gonna simply edit the message that I sent to ChatGPT. Remember, the more specific you are, the better answers that you can get. So now we're simply just gonna ask ChatGPT to write it in simple paragraphs, as if it was in a conversational tone. Now, as we can see, ChatGPT gave a more clean version of what we were looking for in terms of scripts. Now, I know you might be looking at this script and wondering why it's so short. And to fix this, all you would do is ask ChatGPT to go into more detail about each step or each takeaway. But for the purpose of time, we're just gonna take what ChatGPT gave us. We're gonna highlight it and copy it. So now that we have our script, the next step is going to be pasting our script into a text-to-speech software. Now, the undisputed best text-to-speech software right now is 11 Labs, link in the description. Now, 11 Labs is a free-to-use software, but they do have a lot of subscription-based features, and I do highly recommend subscribing and actually paying for one of the monthly features. But for the purpose of this video, and since we want to keep everything free, you don't have to use any of those features. But I would highly recommend if you really plan on taking content creation serious. So now what we're going to do is hover over to speech synthesis. Once you're here, all you have to do is choose a voice that you like, and they even give you a sample. I like Josh, so I'm going to choose that one.
I have often regretted my speech, never my silence.
So now that we have our voice, all you have to do is paste your script into the text box. Now for the free version, 11 Labs only allows us to have 2,500 characters at one given time. But what you can do is split it into sections or split it in half. So we're just going to take away these 4 steps that we had. And now we're going to click generate.
Introduction. Hey there. Today I want to share with you the top 10 takeaways I've gained from reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F*** by Mark Manson. This book presents a refreshing and no-nonsense approach to
Now, once the audio is generated, all we have to do is click play and listen to see if we like it. It doesn't sound too bad, but obviously it's reading the F word as how I wrote it. So To combat that, all you would have to do is actually type the full word and just censor it out in your YouTube video. So now that we've done that, what I want you to do is just click download, and once you've downloaded your audio, you're finished with this step. Now that we have the full video and the audio reading the script, our next step is to generate the video. So now we're going to use the Pictory app. Pictory is an app that automatically allows you to turn your scripts, articles, and so much more into videos. This will save you so much time because Pictory automatically chooses videos according to the script you wrote. So once you're here, you're going to start a free trial and sign up with whatever email you used originally for the YouTube account. And when you sign up, they're going to prompt you with some questions. Questions don't really matter, so I'm going to kind of skip this. And once you're here, where you're going to go is to the script to video section. And then you just paste from clipboard, allow, and there you go. Now you just click proceed, and Pictory is going to give you a lot of different templates to choose from. And the template's not really going to matter, but I like this one, so I'm going to choose this one, subtle italic. And as you can see, Pictory gives you 3 different aspect ratios to choose from. But since we're doing a YouTube channel, we're just going to click 16:9. So now Pictory is going to generate you your whole video based on the script that you inputted. And it may take a while. Sometimes it takes longer than others, depending on how long the script is. But our script was fairly short, and now our video is finished. Now we are using the free version, which means Pictory is going to watermark our video. So I do highly recommend you upgrade your account. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to be using the free trial version. So if you do see yourself using Pictory and you really like the app, use the link in my description to sign up. But now that we've got that out of the way, we can browse through the different scenes and see if we like them. And Pictory does a really good job of choosing the right scripts for the scenes. And if you don't like any of the scenes that they gave you, you can always head to the visuals section and browse different scenes that you may like instead of the ones that they gave you. You can also upload your own clips, whether that be clips of you speaking or stock footage. You can upload them and replace them with the scenes that Pictory gave you. This is one of the reasons why I love Pictory so much. It's really versatile. I almost forgot to mention that you can change the text and the subtitles as well, simply in the story tab. So now that you've chosen the right scenes, text, and captions for your video, we're going to hover over here and upload the audio that we use from 11 Labs. So we're simply going to hover over here, click upload voiceover, click upload, and upload the audio that we used. Once that audio is uploaded, what I want you to do is click entire video. Depending on if you only use one audio or not, and even if you did use more than one audio, as long as the script and the audio match each other, Pictory will automatically sync your audios to your captions to make a smooth flowing video. So we're going to click entire video. And as you can see, it's syncing our video with our audio. You can preview it right here.
So, without further ado, let's dive into the key lessons.
And our video is done. Once you're happy, you're gonna of course click download. And after you do that, Pictory will begin downloading your video. Now we'll note that depending on the video you're trying to download, Pictory may take long. So if you feel like it's gonna take too long for you, all you have to do is click run in background, and you can do whatever you want while the video is loading. Pictory will then email you when your video is ready. Now for our final step, you simply upload the video to YouTube. Some key things I do want to add is make sure you're fine-tuning your videos and your content. I know the process is really supposed to be fully automated, meaning you do very little work, but when ChatGPT is generating your titles, video descriptions, and other things, you should look over them, fine-tune them, see little details in your scripts, and even ask ChatGPT to reword them if you don't like the output that ChatGPT gave you. So make sure you're constantly trying to improve your Faceless YouTube channel. I know all these AI tools may make it super easy, but adding your own little personal touches and details is going to make the channel grow even more and feel less robotic. So these are all the basic steps that you need to get started in creating a Faceless YouTube channel to get monetized. This is just a pretty basic step-by-step video for beginners, but in my next video, I'll show you how to make thumbnails, make ChatGPT write in different styles, generate longer scripts, and other resources that will further help you get monetized with a Faceless YouTube channel. So if you want to stay tuned for that, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Feel free to comment down any questions you had about this video, if I missed anything, or if there's another point you want me to expand on. Also, if you have any other questions in relations to AI, content creation, marketing, and making money online. But that's it for this video. I'm the Hustle Baby, and remember, stay hustling.